All righty, guys. We are in for another special treat on Nanny News. I am sitting down with, again, the Nanny of the Year, Angela Sutherland. We are going to be doing part two of our interview. If you have not checked out part one, I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out. We had some really good, she shared some really good advice and just details about her story and how she became the Nanny of the Year. Today, we're going to dive into, she actually received the title in front of the conference at the NAA conference. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how she's on a little tour now. She's on a little speaking tour and going around and doing some different speaking engagements, and then kind of what she has planned for the rest of the year. So guys, without further ado, Miss Angela for you. Hi, Angela.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad. Well, welcome back to Nanny News. We're so excited to
Thank
have you
you.
back. You've been having some big things happen since we last talked. You went to your NIA, the National Nanny Association conference, and you received your title. So we want to know, how was that weekend? How was the experience? Tell us all of it.
I was nervous. And when I say nervous, I'm like nerves going. I wrote a speech, had it all planned out. I'm reading it the night before, and I'm like, that's not what I want to say. What? Mm. Okay. So then I write the speech over again. Okay,
Mm, mm.
I feel good about this. This is the one I'm going to blow them away. And I'm still like, but then I get to the podium and the lights go out. And I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, we're having technical difficulties, and I'm trying to pull up my speech because it's on my phone, and I'm pulling up my speech. I was like, okay, can we get the magician, because we had a opening ceremony speech. We had a magician that morning, and he was turning $1 bills into $100 bills, and
I need
and
to
I
be
was like,
there.
can we get the magician back in here? Maybe he can do a magic trick and turn on the lights, or is that just God? And as soon as I said that, the lights popped back on. I was like, okay, God.
Okay, that was you, God. Okay.
I was like, let me shut up.
Oh, wow.
So
That's
I'm
crazy.
standing there and I introduce myself, say hello, say my thank yous, and then I say the first two sentences of my speech. And the
And then you
rest
go.
got left on the phone. I just wanted a whole totally, I don't know where it came from. And but it was just
It's the spirit for you
it,
that
it
just
just
hit.
it just hit me, and I just started talking. And I remember my three main points, but I kind of said what was on my in my speech, and I kind of didn't. I remembered my three main points. I hit my three main points eventually. I was only supposed to speak for 10 minutes. But nobody held up a sign that says, okay, you got 3 minutes in the
So you
classroom.
had no idea.
I had no idea. I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm going to make this shorter than what I originally had on my paper, because I know I only have 10 minutes. Nobody's holding up a sign that says you got 5 minutes. Okay, you got 3 minutes. Okay, wrap it up. Because in the classrooms where they were having all the classes,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're doing. So I figured I'm waiting on the person at the back of the room, like, and I just
You
keep
wait for my
speaking,
cue.
and I'm looking, and I keep looking, spanning around. Nobody's saying anything. I don't see any signs, but everybody's clapping and laughing, and I'm like, well, okay,
Okay.
I see a sign, or until I get through. So when I got through, it was like mic drop. Not really, but it felt like it. But I was nervous all the way through. I was wondering if I kept repeating myself. But when I got done, everybody was on their feet clapping and cheering. I thought I was in an arena, and I was like, yeah.
That's so cool.
I
That
felt like
feeling.
Oprah when she goes. So, yeah, that's the type of excitement I had. Now, in reality, I don't know what happened up to that point
I bet it was.
because my brain was so nervous. I was having bouts of crying fits, and I was just, everybody's like, "Oh, we're so glad that you won this. It was been," and these are people that meant something to I shouldn't say meant something to me, but they were important to me. They were leaders,
Yeah.
people who had inspired me, coming up to me. We knew you were going to get it. We knew. And I'm like, well, I'm glad somebody knew because I didn't. And it was just the outpouring of love and respect and oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in years. Oh, I'm so glad. And I'm just like, you were on Ask Nanny, and you were on Ask Nanny, and you were on Ask Nanny, and you were on Ask
That's
Nanny.
so crazy.
Almost everybody there that was on the executive board, and some of the board, the one, the presidents, both of them have been on Ask Nanny. So I'm like, I already know you all. I already interviewed you all. You've been on over the last 6 years. You all have been on Ask the Nanny, and to see it come full circle, I was just like nervous and crying. I know I have so many videos of me, people hugging me, tears in my
Oh my
eyes,
eyes.
going like this, and with a tissue, and it wasn't allergies.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not necessarily a crier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, if I'm watching a movie that's a tearjerker, yeah, but I'm not a crier when I get excited about things. I'm like, yeah. But this was so emotional, and I think it was because of my dad,
Mm-hmm. I remember. Yeah.
because he was the one that said, "You're the super nanny. You're the super nanny."
Mm-hmm.
And when I said that, people picked up on it, and then several of my friends were in the hotel. I'm coming down the hallway. Hey, it's my super nanny. It's my super nanny of the year, and I was like,
Oh, you just knew. Like,
I mean, it was like three or four of them. I don't know if they planned it or what. I walk into the building, super nanny of the year. I'm like, okay, yeah, stop. I mean, it. I won't say it was embarrassing, but I'm a giver and it's hard for me to receive.
I was gonna say receive.
So
Yeah.
them telling me and yelling that out, and of course when somebody's yelling something, everybody's head turns like,
Looks.
what are they talking about? And I'm sitting here like, okay, smile,
Right.
smile. And in the meantime, my hands like, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
hands down, put your hands down, put your hands down and smile, because it's hard for me to even receive compliments, because I'm good at giving them out. I'm good at being a
Mhm.
giver. I'm good at encouraging. But when it's turned on me, I'm like,
Uh.
me? You talking about me?
I feel you on
Oh,
that.
okay. And by the time my brain processes it and I say thank you, it's like it seems like I'm ungrateful,
Mhm.
because I'm like, oh, thank you, and as if it's a last minute thought, and oh, I didn't say thank you. Let me say thank you. That's not how I am, but that's how my brain is processing it, and I'm practicing. I promise you, I'm practicing on immediately saying thank you, and it's not that I don't mean it. It's just that my brain is like, you need to say thank you. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Don't let it take you all day. Say thank you. So yeah, that's who I am. And that's a quirk that I need to get
To
past,
get past.
because people see me and they say, oh, you're Ask the Nanny. Oh, I know who you are. You're Ask the Nanny. And then the pictures after the speech, there were pictures. The
Mhm.
other nannies of the year that were there.
Aw.
And then there were pictures. I need a picture. I took, my jaws hurt. And I always do the silly thing that my husband hates. When I get ready to take a picture and I'm trying to get my smile right, I always go,
See you doing a
and I was like, and when he saw me doing that, he was like, really, Angela?
really.
Come on. Seriously? I'm like, I'm sorry, don't take the picture yet. I need to, because my jaws were hurting from smiling because this group and then that group. Oh, I want one by myself. Oh, I want one by myself. And all weekend long, from Thursday to Sunday, I'm taking pictures and taking pictures and taking pictures and taking pictures. And my jaws hurt when I left there.
I
I got
bet.
on the plane and went to sleep.
I bet.
And I was just like,
It's like the adrenaline
oh,
rush crashed because it's
yes,
adrenaline rush.
I
That's what it
literally
is.
crashed.
Yeah,
And for 2 days after that, I think I slept most of the
I
next
bet.
2 days
I bet.
because I was but when I got back, I had 3 days before I had to be uh at another job. It was a overnight job for 5 days because mom and dad were going out of town. But I literally had like 3 or 4 days, and I was like, so I already had my suitcase packed for going to, because these were just play clothes because I'm going to take care of 2 5-year-olds, and
Right.
so I got play clothes instead of dress up clothes. So I had a separate suitcase already ready when I got back because I crashed.
Oh, I
And
bet.
I'm
Because
still,
you
I'm sorry.
before that you had the nannypreneur. I mean, not the you had NannyCon before that.
Yes,
Like the week before that was
I
NannyCon.
had NannyCon. I came home on May the 1st, and then I unpacked and I repacked for Nanny. I had one day.
And
Came
then
home
you
from
had an
Nanny.
interview with me in the midst of that.
In the midst of that, I had an interview with you, and then I packed because I came home on the 1st, and then I left the morning of the 3rd, going to the INA. So it was, and then after I got home, I had 2 days before that, and then I left going to uh take care of the
Okay.
twins. And then I
Yeah.
came home and I had like 10 days, and I had to make jam because I was going on family vacation to see my kids and my grandkids. So I did that, and then I came home, and then I went to the NCS conference in Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, so I just been going from April till like the 7th or 8th of June. I've been going, 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 going. And since then, I've gotten into, in case you all don't know, I own a jam company. And so I had to come home and make some jams because I had several vending events that I had to go and do with the jam. So yeah, I've been just, and then planning.
I was gonna say, planning. It's ripping and running. You ain't never had no. You haven't had no
I'm
break.
ripping and running, but it's a good ripping and running.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love people.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing you all might not know about me is that I'm a closet introvert. You all see me smiling and talking. When it's my event, yes, I'm on. But let me go to somebody else's event and I don't know anybody there. I'm the fly over there on the wall, just watching. And
Yeah.
if somebody comes by, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? I love people watching. So I'm sitting here watching people.
That's me.
As I'm sitting over here on the wall from a distance, I can see, I get myself in a position where I can see the whole place,
Mm-hmm.
where all the exits are. So in case something happens, if
Happens.
someone starts running, I'm gonna be
I'm
running
out.
too.
I'm out.
Running for a purpose, and I need to get out of here too. So I just, I'm a closet introvert.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to be on, I will. But when I get those times when I can relax, I'm just sitting here, I'm just watching. And people are like, well, why are you sitting up here by yourself? I'm like, because I need some time. I need a break. I'm peopled out.
And it be like that
Out.
sometimes. Yeah, it be like that.
I
Especially
just need a minute to just catch my breath and not be with the people. Because I'm peopled out right now. And it's only so much smiling that I can do. Now, I'm genuinely smiling, but after a while, it's like, I just need a break.
you want to put your rest face on.
Yes. And do this number so that, I can get it together. and recuperate, rest, recuperate, and then come back. Okay, I'm ready now. I got myself together. I'm ready now. So yeah, that's what it's I love what I do, but I do need brace just like everybody else. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be superwoman. I've been there and done that, and I know what that will get me. So me doing some self-care and taking care of me and making sure that I'm okay before I come and take care of everybody else and everybody else's needs and smile and cheese and yes, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. Sure, let's do that. Let's plan this. Let's do that. I need to be able to sit quietly and think to myself, breathe, and just woosah.
So, yeah.
That's what I need. So yeah.
Mm.
I hope I answered 50 questions somewhere in there.
No, you did. No, I just want to my next question was like, so what do you have now that you come back and went to the conference? Are you what do you have like planned? Like what is your plan for the rest of the year? I know you said you're trying to go on like a little speaking tours. I know you've been on a couple now. You've been to the NCS conference. Did you speak at the NCS conference?
I did not speak at the NCS conference.
Okay.
Um, that was a learning experience for me, and
Okay.
I learned so much.
I
I
bet.
did, however, get a revelation. I am a sleep trainer and a newborn care specialist, and the lady who makes the butterfly swaddle was there. Oh my gosh. Can you say game changer? I don't like the swaddles that have that Velcro and you hear that
I know what you mean. Yeah,
right?
that
Uh,
it's loud and
yeah, it's
annoying. Yeah,
loud, wakes up the
yeah.
baby. She has this, I don't even know if it's Velcro, it just sticks together. I don't know what kind of material it is. It sticks to up my gosh. Mm. It's like the wind blowing. And I'm like,
It's game changer.
I didn't hear nothing. That's thinking of that. And she had this life-size doll, um, and it was like filled with silicone, but it was like a 5-pound doll. It was
hmm
like a real baby, and she just picked it up, pushed her hand inside of there, and picked it up, and the baby didn't fall. I was like, okay, I love it. So I
You
said,
learn.
and I went live on Facebook. I said, look, y'all got to see this because I didn't believe it myself, but she's getting ready to do a demonstration. She showed us 7 different ways to do that swaddle.
Wow.
And it allows the baby to put their hands in their mouth. Anyway, I fell in love with that. And that and the daddy daycare.
Mm. The daddy daycare?
Not daddy daycare, daddy university. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry,
Daddy
Joe.
universe. Okay. I was like,
No, it's called Daddy University. He is a
university. Okay.
postpartum doula and he runs Daddy University. Yes, he is a postpartum doula.
Wow.
And when I learned, I say we, but I learned so much about including dads. Now, I thought I was doing my job by including them, and I found out I can do so much more to include
Mm.
dads in the birthing process once the baby is here, helping mom, um, all the
All
things.
that is. Yeah.
So
Wow.
it was just like eye-opening for me. So that was my learning experience. Um, and I came home and changed my whole all things baby boot camp. I changed my whole planning. I even went with my new client that's getting ready to have that baby in a couple of weeks. I said, we need a planning session. I said, I know we talked about doing a walkthrough. I said, but we need a planning session. I said, so when I come to do the walkthrough, plan for a planning session. So I sat down with them and I planned and I said, okay, dad, I'm gonna need you to do this. Mom, while mom is doing that, how many hours in a day do you have? I know you are working, but I found out he's taking paternity leave.
Okay. Okay.
So I was like, okay, well then I'm really gonna put you to work.
Put your work. Okay.
Uh,
You go, you use that
because
paternity,
mom,
paternity
people
leave.
think that mamas are well just because they have a 6-week checkup.
Mm-mm.
Mama's healing goes way beyond it. C-section or not, your healing goes way beyond those first 6 weeks. So I created a plan with them, and I was like, yes. They didn't know they were going to be my guinea pigs, but hey, it's what
They don't gotta know.
you don't have to know. But I felt so confident in doing that, and he was like, sure, sure, sure. I had no pushback.
Oh, that's cool.
I was
That's
like,
amazing.
yes, yes. So we came up with a plan that works for both of them. Um, and we're going to execute this plan. And I'm excited. I'm excited because that was one of the best conferences that I have gone to. I should say I learned the most for where I am now.
That's good because yeah.
Because where I am now is not where I was when I began 5 or
Mm-hmm.
6 years ago going to conferences. All the conferences that I've gone to have different feels to them.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean.
Because I am now just doing NCS work,
NCS. Mm-hmm.
and this was an NCS conference. It meant something to me. It meant something to me when I at my first Nanny Palooza. It meant something to me at my first INA.
Yeah.
And this is my first NCS. And I
I was just
guess
about to ask if this was your first one.
this
Yeah.
was my
Okay.
first NCS conference. So learning all these things and having a
Mm.
game changer, eyes opening, and it just built upon my knowledge, built upon what I already know and what I learned beforehand. Now I have something new to add to my plan. And I'm like a dog with a bone. Okay, come on, let's go. So I have done all the conferences. I still got Nanny Palooza to do this year. I'm doing the before then, this month, I am doing the Nannypreneur
In the
Magazine Training
magazine.
Day.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm there, I'm going to do a Sunday social on the 30th of July. Next weekend, I will be in Dallas doing a Saturday social, and it's going to include nannies, birth workers, pediatric chiropractors, pediatricians, anybody who touches that child in the
Okay.
pediatric field. My goal is to have all of us to speak the same language, because nannies are usually the ones that come last when it comes to the child. Okay, I've had my doula, I've had my birth doula, I've had my postpartum doula, I have my NCS, I have my lactation counselor, and yeah, and I've had my pediatric chiropractor, I've had my chiropractor. So I've had all of these people giving me all these medical terms and Googleable words. And here comes the nanny. And we mostly talk in layman's terms. So they're looking at us like, what are you talking about? My
Yeah.
doula said this, my pediatrician said that, my IBCLC said this.
Mm.
It's the same thing. We're speaking the same language.
It's
But I'm not giving you all these technical Googleable words. So it
medical
sounds
term.
like I have no clue what I'm talking about. When in reality, I'm just breaking it down what they said into layman's terms so that you can understand it. So I want us all to come together, learn each other's languages, learn nannies to learn these Googleable words so they can,
Yeah.
your doula probably said this to you. She probably gave you this terminology. This is what it
What it
means.
means. Yeah.
And that way I can sound knowledgeable as a nanny. Like, I know what you're talking about. I know what she told you. Hey, you're not dealing with a Rudy Poo.
Yeah.
So I want us to come together so that we can all speak the same language to the parents, and that they will understand that we know exactly what's going on. And we have had extensive, not necessarily training,
Yeah.
but we have had extensive conversations. We need to know the terminology that is being said to them by the doula, by the doctor, by the OBGYN, that this baby's going to do this when after it's born, whatever the case may be, what the pediatrician is talking about. Because some of us do go to the pediatrician with our families.
Mm-hmm.
So I want us all to come together and have those conversations and network. And so that they can learn from the nannies, so that they can put some of the nanny language into their language. Well, now when your nanny comes, she's probably going to tell you this. Or when the nanny gets here, are you hiring a nanny? Or I know a nanny. And that's how a lot of people get hired. I was hired to be a substitute for someone. She asked me, "Are you a nanny?" I found her a nanny. The nanny she asked the nanny, "Do you know of a postpartum doula?" Well, the nanny knew a postpartum doula from the group that I was putting together, the Ask the Nanny Socials. She found somebody that she knew from the group, gave it to her. So all 5 of us are working. So it is important to
Wow.
network
Yeah. No, it
with
really is
the
with this
doulas
industry.
and the birth workers
Yeah.
and the IBCLCs, because you never know when you network and you talk how you can get connected and how you end up with a job.
A good job too.
A good job. Because if a family has all these people working with them, and they are staying and not having any complaints, then that's a good family to work with. If they can work
Mm.
with all of these different people in all these different personalities, then they can pretty much work with anyone. That lets me know, okay, I'm in a good place. So that's one of the reasons, or the main reason, why I want us to come together. The networking, the language, the getting to know one another, to the referrals. So when
Mm.
they come, I tell them, bring your business cards, bring your whatever they what is it they're doing now, the dot thing where you put your phone on top of somebody else's phone and they collect information. I have your contact information, you have my contact information. Um, as you can tell, I'm not technology savvy like that.
You mean you are? Oh, don't do yourself like that.
I'm like, what? My husband was the first one that gave. He said, he sent me this message. He said, click on the message. I was like, oh, why do I have a picture of you? I see you every day. Me and my, being sarcastic. So I clicked the picture and it comes up his actual information, cell phone,
Gracious.
email,
Yeah.
website, all the things, how you can contact me, and his tagline, and a little brief information about what he does. So I was like, okay. And then I went and ordered me some business cards.
I was gonna say, you did.
I didn't. I have business cards. I'm old school. I collect
Cool.
business cards, but hey, that doesn't mean that I don't have people on speed dial. I,
Right.
I got IBCLC on speed dial. I got several groups that I'm in as far as NCS that I can call. Say, I need a backup. I need some help. Can somebody come and cover me? I'm not feeling well. Whatever the case may be, I always have somebody on speed dial. So all of these places that I'm going, and I will list them. I will be in Dallas on July 15th. I will be in New Jersey
Jersey.
on July 28th through the 31st. I will be here in Austin on August the 12th. And in September, I think it's September the 30th, I am working on getting to Indianapolis. In October, October 7th, I will be in Herndon, Virginia, which is near the Dulles Airport. Um, and the trains do go out there. The metro does go out there back and forth. So if you are in DC area, come on down. And November and December are still open. So if you would like for me to come and have a social with your group, your nanny group, um, please, I'm available. Also, I have to give a plug to my sponsors, Summer Sleep Secrets. She has donated 2 nap courses. So you learn how to put the baby to sleep during the daytime, the nap,
Yeah.
all that good
Okay.
stuff.
Her courses
The
are good too.
INA, the
Okay.
International Nanny Association, they have
Oh.
donated 4 free memberships. Um, the Butterfly Swaddle has donated some swaddles, and they have a new sleep sack that's coming out, so they give me one of those. Who am I forgetting? Oh, the Nanny cards is giving us some from some of the products from their store so that we can have grand prizes for when we are actually doing our games. The Adventure
Okay.
Nannies is, I'm not sure what Adventure Nannies, but they like, yes, we want to sponsor too. So Adventure Nannies is sponsoring. And I have Gentle Giraffes, newborn care. She is buying appetizers and drinks when we go to in October when we are in Herndon, Virginia. And I have several others that are coming on board. So stay tuned. And I just want to thank all my sponsors for making this happen, for helping me to get out into the community and do what I love to do the most. Because if I had $1 million, this is what I'd be doing. I would be doing this at least 3 weekends a month. I would be out there in the community.
I feel you.
Doing my thing with the community in different places, different states, wherever the case may be, and also here at home too. But that's my dream, is to be that the philanthropist, and I can go and help the nannies and do what I love to do most. Be all up in your face.
Hey, well,
girl, you need to set some boundaries, girl. You need to do this. So yeah, that's my dream. And I'm working on making that dream come true. It's on my dime right now, but hey, let me win that lottery.
right. Let me win that, right?
And we all gonna have a good time. So yeah, I want to thank everyone who has contributed to Ask the Nanny, including my own company, This Jam Good. Oh, I almost forgot, Delighted to Doula. Delighted to Doula has a facility in the Dallas, Texas area, and she's allowed us to use her facility next Saturday to host the Ask the Nanny Social. And if you are coming, hey, we'll see you there.
Right.
Any one of these socials, please come.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm extra, and I'm always
Very.
finding extra. And this 2 days ago, oh my gosh, I found something to put in the bags. One of my favorite.
Oh, you when you be finding your little goodie bags. I just love it.
I'm just saying.
I can't wait for the breakfast social journey.
I try to find things that are useful,
Hmm.
not just throwing something in the bag. They're like, what the heck is this? Why did you give me this? I'm not ever going to use this. I try to find things that are useful. And if you would like to help fill the bag, that's one of our sponsorship.
You have.
Um, if you have an agency or you have a business and you would like to contribute to our Fill the Bag, please do so. That's one of our sponsorship, because I have several people that are have like keychains and chapstick, that things that we all use, especially me during the summertime. I keep chapstick in my purse because my lips always get dried out. So please contact me. You can find me at atnanny.com. You can find me at ask.d.nanny on Instagram. You can find me at Ask the Nanny on Facebook. You can find me at atnanny on TikTok. Wherever you find me, hit my DMs on Facebook Messenger, or hey. And if you know me personally and you have my phone number, you can text me there too. But I'm not giving my phone number out.
Please don't.
But yeah, so and you can find me on YouTube.
I'm gonna say you can find her everywhere, y'all. I'm gonna make sure all her socials are below, like
And
everywhere.
LinkedIn.
Twitter,
You can find me on
everywhere.
LinkedIn too.
Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, all of it. I will
All the
make sure
things.
it's all
Yes.
listed below for everybody. Well, thanks for coming on to Nanny News. I can't wait to hear what the rest, we'll have to do maybe a check-in later this year when you get through some of your socials. And I can't wait to attend the one in New Jersey for the first time. Ask the Nanny Social. I can't
And
wait
I will
to
be
see you
posting
as well.
pictures and different things. And each one is going to be different. At each one, we will have giveaways, prizes, raffles. Um, and I'm starting this on the 15th. We are raising funds for charitable events. The prizes that are being given away, everybody will get a ticket. So you get one free ticket, and then for each dollar that a dollar, $5, whatever the case may be, um, put your ticket in the little bowl in front of whichever prize that you want. So we can pull your name. You can choose more than one prize. Split your tickets up to whatever you want.
Hmm.
And when you win the prize. But I want to not only just do this for us to learn and for us to communicate and network, but I also wanted to support whatever city I'm in, a local charity there. So
Mm.
um, if there's $30, $40, $50, however much is collected at that uh, function, at that event, I want to be able to say, this is from the nanny community, the birth worker community. We're making a donation. So I want us to give back, not just to come, great to come and have fun, but let's give back to some things that in the community.
Yeah. And that's how the karma comes back to you. Good things come back when you get back. So,
Right.
oh, cool.
Full circle.
Well, Angela, thank you so much for joining us on Nanny News and checking in with us. We are so excited to hear most about your socials. Hopefully, some of you in my audience out there can attend to some of your socials. Um, yeah, guys, I'll make sure that all her social, everything is listed below so you can make sure you follow her. And any last thing you like to tell us on Nanny News?
You can. End the
I
story.
was sorry. Love it. Well, thanks guys for tuning in, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.